Right, here's another little overnight adventure. I fancied doing a walk that involved public transport, so I don't have to bother about the car and everything. So I've just got off the train at Penrith, north of Lake District, and the plan is to walk south, almost due south towards Windermere, and then get the train back from Windermere to Manchester. So this involves an overnight stop in the middle of nowhere. There's no villages or towns or anything. And the thing I'm worried about most of all is carrying this massive rucksack, so I've got to take food and water for 2 days really. So we'll see how we get on. But by the way, most of the walk that I'm doing today in Alfred Wainwright's books on the Lake District is in book 5. It's the Far Eastern Lakes, and he dedicates this book to the people who built the stone walls, so no doubt we'll be seeing plenty of those. Catch you later. There's Ullswater and two little boats passing each other. I think they're probably tourist trips, and there's the rest of the water and spinning round. We're going up that long and winding road. I've just stopped for a little fag break, well, to have a cheese butty really, and I'm amazed at the clouds. Look at them. It's a bit like those backgrounds you get when you're on a Zoom call and you have to pretend your house isn't an absolute tip, and you can get one of these done. But I can tell you, I'm not on a Zoom call, and this is for real. A little route update for you. Come up on the ridge, pass almost in a straight line, you can see here. Then if I spin round this direction, you can see the peaks over to the east of the Lake District. Sorry, the west. Blimey, it's been a long day. Go. It's R5, coming towards the end of the first day's walking, and straight ahead, that water you can see is the top of Ullswater Reservoir. The hill on the left is Kidsty Pike, and swing round, and the hump in front is the High Street. That's the top. I think that's going to be the highest bit I get to on the walk, and be all downhill after that. Gorgeous. Fabulous. Isn't it fantastic? Isn't Hills fantastic? I've just arrived at the hotel. The reception are very welcoming. They've guaranteed me a room with a view. And this is where, hang on, this is where I'm staying. And that's my view. So supper tonight, looking over this beautiful lot. Not bad. Someone's got to do it. This evening, just had my tea, and the hotel reception have just phoned up to let me know my bed's been made, and all the sheets are tucked in nice and neatly at the corners, and we're all ready for some good night's sleep. Bloody hell, I need it. Right then, early update. It's only 7 o'clock or something, but behind me is the trig point, and this is the top of the High Street. Now I should tell you a little story about one of my best pals, Nige Swinbank. and his dad Roy, who are proper northern Lakeland lovers. But Nigel's a real sports billy. He loves every single kind of sport. And he goes often to all the football grounds. He's got a tick list for cricket grounds and everything. But I bet he hasn't got a tick for this place, because on the map it says it's an old race course. And I did a little bit of research, and sure enough, apparently years and years ago, they would have a sort of festival on the top of here and some kind of racing. I don't know if it's horse racing or not, but if it is, Nige, you can be rest assured I'll bag this one for you. All right, cheers, fellas. One of the things I was worried about in this trip was carrying food and water for 2 days. Yesterday was quite hot and sunny, so I was running a bit low on water last night, but luckily for me this morning I've come across a service station, and it's got running water here, a little stream. So I'm going to get a refill of water and probably have a cup of coffee and some breakfast. Well, the wind's blowing a bit now and it's clearing some of the clouds away, so here's a little route update. This path here goes up to my next peak, that's Froswick, and then I don't know if you can see in the distance, there, about there, is the first glimpse of Lake Windermere. And that there is the next hill. It's called Ill Bell, I-L-L Bell. I think originally it was called Hill Bell because, well, it's a hill and it looks a bit like a bell. Bit of bad news. I've just had a puncture. I put my hand up, but there's no service car. The puncture's on my left wheel. Look at this. Can you see that? My boot's exploding. Yeah, look. My blooming thing's flapping off and everything. Don't let Phil Young hear it. He'll have me at Wally Wet and Dry, whatever it's called. Right then, exploding shoe update. Sole finally off, completely gone, and I'm not happy about that. I'm going to take my boots back and see if I can get a refund. I've only had them 22 years. I can't see there being a problem with that. Bloody consumer society, throwaway goods. They should last forever. Right, route update. Down from the main hills now and just on the final stretch. It's gradually downhill but into Windermere, and you can't see it that well because of the mist and the haze, but that's the ridge that we came along. And then if I just give a quick spin round, we're going to go down there and you can see the Windermere water in the background. So final stretch, probably going to get a nice coffee when I get to Windermere. I look forward to that. Well, I suppose it was bound to happen. As you know, sole's come off my left boot, so that's the puncture. I'm on the rim now, so that's just a basic. And then the sole's just come off this one. But at least I've got a bit of midsole, although that doesn't last very long. So please, Pete Langmead Jones, please get me some new boots. Thank you. Well, finally made it into Windermere. I've got a couple of hours before my train goes. So luckily for me, next door there's a Booths supermarket, so I'm going to go in there and do a trolley dash, have something to eat. But I am quite knackered. I'm quite glad to have finished the walk. So there you go. See you soon.